if you're in the grocery checkout aisle and you see a couple magazines with some pretty people's faces on there, like, take a look at the people in line with you and the person who's at the checkout counter. Each and every one of them is just as beautiful.
My name is JJ Tiziou. I'm a photographer. I've been living here in Philly for the last 13 years or so. And we are here in the heart of the city, across the street from the Kimmel Center. And what's going to happen here is that in the spring, in April, as part of the Philadelphia International Festival of the Arts, we are going to be projecting images and video from How Philly Moves right up here on this wall. How Philly Moves is a celebration of Philadelphians through dance and photography. Most of the time when you see another human being larger than life on the side of a wall, it's advertising something. It's probably someone who's just paid to be there, and that's not what they actually really do. People just like all these beautiful people you see around us are going to be up there on that wall, sharing the way that they love to move, celebrating our common humanity through different styles of dance. As you can see, Philly is moving all around us right now, and the one thing that everyone here has in common is they're all amazingly beautiful human beings.
It's easy in some aspects of our culture to feel diminished. You know, there's this culture of celebrity and there's a culture of competition. Instead of sitting in the house and just watching these heroes on TV, like, we walk outside and we meet the ones that live next door. We're in West Philly right now on the 4700 block of Baltimore Avenue, and this is a mural by David Gwynn called The Heart of Baltimore Avenue. It's one of my favorites in the neighborhood for a couple reasons. What's great on this one, it covers these two walls here on this parking lot, and it celebrates a lot of the characters from our neighborhood. What I love about a lot of the work that Mural Arts does is it's not just public art in the sense of, you know, some sort of highbrow art, conceptual that an artist came up with that is for people to take in, but it's art that comes from the community, where the subject matter is the community, that celebrates the people who live here and shares the imagery back with them. You know, this is another one, I love it for the color, the brightness, the sense of light, the whimsy. Rolling in this neighborhood, coming up from Gray's Ferry, you have these swirls of color, this sort of impressionistic light thing. I mean, the fun things like coming off the edge of the building, but also just sort of the people standing on their roofs, you know? There's something about the energy of that, of the people just standing on their roofs sort of triumphantly. So now we're at 47th and King Sessing. This is a mural by Phil Adams. Don't be so headstrong. Look at life gently. Keep trying. The food my grandmother, I loved her. She was a beautiful woman. It's called A Window of Stories, and all these stories are words that came from interviews with neighbors in the community. Green parakeet named Pretty, a boy and a dog named Lucky, who was lucky if he got something to eat. You know, not every mural is about literally showing people, but it's about telling their stories. And here, so we're using stories from the community, and I think that's equally important. You know, there's 3,000 plus murals in the city now, and I love when I discover a new one, when I alter my trajectory a little bit and I take a different path, and all of a sudden I see another facade and I see another beautiful work of art. We need to have that kind of celebration around the city, and that kind of color and life brought into our spaces everywhere.